It's Saturday morning and another gloomy day here in Indiana. I'm wondering if we're going to have a happy, sunny, beautiful, gorgeous December day at all here. Can you hear Penny? She is insisting I play with her, but this is day one of Cookie Bake 2022. This is where every year I make cookie trays for associates and clients of me and Big Daddy's and friends, and yeah, he helps me assemble. He helps by staying out of my way and getting any last minute ingredients I may need or run out of. And then I do most of the baking. So it's a really stressful, there's Penny, you hear her? She's growling. Give it a minute, Pen. So I'm ready to go. This is a Deer and Doe Plantain Tee. This is a free pattern, and this is Beyond the Pink Door fabric. No longer available. I got this Andrea, 2 years ago when you first opened. A little folded up. I have a little work to do, so I got to keep my phone by my side, but my plans for today are to make some cookie doughs. I have chocolate chip cookie balls, like the dough, in the freezer. I have white chocolate cranberry with nuts in the freezer. I have peanut butter cookie dough in the freezer. Now I have all these other cookies and my needs and what my goals are. I need to prepare as many doughs as I can today. And then we're gonna make the Rice Krispie bars today. I'm gonna try to do a couple of these. And the first thing I'm gonna do is make the dough for the fudge crackle cookies. And if I can see a picture, I'll insert one. But it's basically like a little chocolate cookie, and it's covered in powdered sugar or confectioner sugar. So it has a white coating, but it's chocolate cookie, and it's got crinkles in it from when it baked. They're delicious. They taste like little brownies. And I use the recipe I have. It comes from The Village Baker's Wife. That is a book by Gail and Joe Ortiz. They have a bakery, Gail's, in California. I've never been to it, but I bought this book a very, very, very long time ago, and it has become my Bible. My youngest niece already is looking forward to me dying so she can inherit this book. Yeah, absolutely. So it's a good cookie. This particular recipe uses unsweetened baker's chocolate in the bar, so I have to I have to chop that chocolate, measure everything out. It does call for pecans. I actually do this with no nuts because I like the texture of that better. And there's plenty of nut cookies in my assortment that I make every year. The trick with this particular cookie is you make the dough the day before you plan to bake it. It needs to refrigerate and firm up. So we are making fudge crackle cookies, and I actually am going to make a half batch because I don't have the full amount of unsweetened chocolate that they call for in the recipe. So I do a half batch, and I make them a little smaller because that's the beauty of doing a cookie assortment tray for Christmas time, and you're gifting them to people you care about or you want to show gratitude. They can be smaller cookies. They don't have to be massive cookies. I am not doing any fancy decorated cookies this year. I'm opting to give people more cookies, but less decorated, piped decorations. I'm going to go for the sprinkle route this year, and not any frosted cookies or piped decorated cookies. So without further ado, I am going to start doing this. I might bring you along for some of the little bits here and there, but that's my day today. A little work, but I think it's going to be behind the scenes work where I will have to do a couple of phone calls, maybe write a couple of contracts if I'm lucky, fingers crossed. And if I get this caught up and feel comfortable, I'm going to go swimming at my Y, and then chicken tacos tonight for dinner. So it's going to be a good day. I do this to keep everything out of my face when I'm baking. I do wear gloves when I make doughs and stuff like that because I technically have a wheat allergy. I consume wheat, but oddly enough, I rash out really bad when I need dough. So I do wear gloves when I'm actually preparing food. And I probably would weigh a lot less if I didn't eat flour or like breads. But it is not a gluten allergy. Before everybody starts commenting, I do not have a gluten allergy. We know this to be a fact. And I do have a mild allergy to wheat. It is what it is. All right, without further ado, I'm going to start working on this. I might have a couple of snips in there of me doing things. And I will see you later. Goodbye. Okay, this isn't much to look at, but this is my chocolate crinkle cookie dough. I did a half batch. I'm regretting not buying more unsweetened baking chocolate, but that's my half batch. That's going to get wrapped up in saran wrap and then put in the fridge until tomorrow. Making my ginger snaps, and that recipe is from King Arthur Flour's website. It's kingarthurbaking.com, and if you type in ginger snaps, you'll get it. That recipe, I do a double batch, but this looks like mashed potatoes with egg. Like, this looks like I'm making gnocchi right now. This is what gnocchi basically looks like. And this is all butter and sugar, and then I added the egg. Just a quick sneak peek. It is dinner time. It is after 5. I did some cookie doughs today. I made ginger snap cookie dough, the chocolate crinkle cookie dough. I made chocolate chip M&M cookie dough and cookies. I baked some of those. And I made Rice Krispie treats as well, because who doesn't like a Rice Krispie treat? Penny is eating her dinner, and I'm going to make chicken tacos. Oh, after I did all of that baking, I went to the YMCA by my house, and I went swimming for like a half hour, and then I came home and I took a shower. I'm in jammy, so this is jammy time, and I'm going to show you how I make a chicken tacos. Super simple. If you have leftover chicken, and it doesn't matter white meat, dark meat, what cut it is. I go to Costco and we get a rotisserie chicken. You might not have a Costco by you, but a lot of the grocery stores here in the States will sell rotisserie chickens also. I get one at Costco, and then we usually have it for dinner that night. The rest of it I'll put back in the fridge, and the next day I take all the meat off the bone, the carcass. I freeze the carcass because I'm going to make chicken stock, or if you want to call it bone broth, whatever you want to say, I'm going to make that another day. So I put that in a Ziploc bag, a freezer bag, and I put that in the freezer. But so here's the leftover little bits of chicken. I try to get as much as I can off the bones. I don't want to waste anything. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it, and I'm going to take as much as I think we're going to need for taco meat. And I'm just going to break it up, and they're mostly already kind of little bits broken up anyway, because I really take my time to get as much off the bone as I can. So look at me go. I'm going to take some chunks of chicken. We're still going to have extra left over, and we'll probably get, and there's 2 of us, and we eat a lot, but I don't like anything going to waste, so I'll probably make a chicken stock with that carcass, and then usually I'll make a stew. I'll make some homemade noodles, and we'll have like a chicken soup, and I'll thicken it up because that's how Big Daddy likes it. I have a good 2 handfuls of chicken in here, cut up into little bits. I might add just a shy bit more of some of these little bits here. Next, I get a small can of mild green chilies. These are mild, and I get it roasted and peeled, and it'll say on there, roasted and peeled, and they're diced. And it's mild green chilies. They have them in different heat levels, all different brands. This is a 4-ounce small can. I already took the lid off. And it's got like juice and then just little bits of mild green chilies already diced. There's no skin on them. And I dumped that in there. See how simple this is? And this is the easy part. The chicken's already been prepared. It's already cooked. So all we really need to do is add seasonings. And I'm going to tell you, like, this is, I just shake. I just shake a couple of shakes of chili powder. If I had to guess, I'd say it's a half teaspoon. I give a couple of shakes of oregano. You can use onion powder or chopped onion. I have chopped onion today because that's what's in our cabinet. And I give that a few shakes. And all of these, if you don't like a certain seasoning, leave it out. It's just that simple. I don't add extra salt because I know that chicken has already been seasoned, so I don't add extra salt. I probably will add a little bit of pepper towards the end. This is garlic powder. You could use granulated garlic, minced garlic. I just use, again, a couple of little bits. Kind of looks like snow when it comes down. And then this is the one where I probably should measure it. This is cumin, ground cumin. To me, this is what makes chicken tacos taste like chicken tacos. And I do give it a hefty amount of shaking. I'm gonna bring the camera and show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is what it looks like in the pot. You can see all the powders in there. And really, it's not a lot. It is a small amount. You just shake it and kind of put it on top. Then all I do is, you can use chicken stock, chicken broth. I'm using water, and I just add enough to kind of put just a little layer of water on the bottom, but not a very measurable amount. It's probably 1/8 of a cup, maybe 1/4 of a cup if you have a bigger container, and then I just take some tongs and I stir it. And I'm going to show you what it looks like when I stir it. Here it is, just stirring. And just let all the flavors like melt together. I'm going to simmer it for like 10 minutes. That's it. And if it starts to look dry, I'll just add a little bit more water. That's it. It's basically a way to kind of get everything to combine. You can add a little pepper if you want. You can add a little cayenne if you want. My boyfriend likes to add coriander to his. It's what you like. If you like a certain taco seasoning, by all means use a taco seasoning packet instead of doing it this way. But I'm just showing you, and I'm not joking. I give it a couple of shakes of each, and that's it. I eyeball most of my life. Bring flavor, but not overwhelm, if that makes sense. But yeah, my life, I eyeball my life. Thanks for watching today's Vlogmas, and tomorrow will be a full-on making lots of cookies, so I don't know how much of that I'll be able to share with you, but I will try. Thanks so much for the comments, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.